Hey, replay viewers, so glad you're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5. No, it's not day 5. It's day 4. What's happening here? Oh my gosh, I do not want to rush ahead to that. That's the most exciting day. Day 4 of dating camp. And oh my goodness, we're on What the Flirt. So as you join, start feeling and connecting into your love vibe. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Yay, everyone. So as you're joining in, begin to connect into you and your vibe and this community, and give yourself a big hug and a pat on the back for showing up here. I'm so grateful for all of you. Hi, Amber. Can't wait to meet you. Oh my God, who else is here? I'm just so grateful for you all being willing to be the ones on the planet that already are not buying into, oh, I should know all this already. And you're willing to give yourself the time and the space to transform so that you can have this super loved kind of relationship. Sandy's here. Awesome. So, that may seem simple because you're here and you're used to doing that, but this is, a journey. And this is what you're doing by showing up to these 5 days and getting each of these trainings, these master classes. As you notice, this isn't just a brush over, a light touch on a couple things. This is truly a deep dive into the art and the consciousness of finding the one that can change things. Oh, hi, Paulette. Yay, Mandy's here. So know that, anywhere where, you're not giving yourself the kindness and the celebration for doing this, and noticing if there's any part of you right now that may be distracted by other things, and give yourself that kindness that you would want your beloved to give you, and arrive here. Mindy's here. Awesome. Kim is here. Oh, I'm so psyched. Yes. Are we doing swing set sessions? Hey, Kim, I'd love to meet you. Mindy, let's get on a call. Oh my gosh. Paulette, we've chatted. Mandy, we've chatted. But Mandy's on, I bet, the 5-day run. Hey, if you're saying hi, I don't see your name, so definitely post it in. I'm just curious to know, how is it going so far? What is showing up for you that's different for you? And it may be a subtle energy. It may be just a couple, maybe a percentage or two up in your feeling of hope. Gretchen is here. Yes. Yay. Show me what your love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. I know she's been singing the song all week. I love that. Joy is here. Oh my goodness. All the way from London. Oh my gosh. Somebody said, I can't seem to schedule a call. Help. Okay. I will help you. Message me. I don't see your name, so post your name. Yeah, the little swing set sessions are just a really, connection. I want to get to know you, see where, I can point you to different things. And it's a relationship. All of this is a relationship. My actual thing here, as much as I love doing these camps and I love doing free things for people so that they can actually see that there is hope and believe something different, because I know that if you've had a bad experience in a marriage or, a long-term relationship, or just decades of failed relationships like I had, where it can really erode our faith. It can really start making us feel like, oh, is this even possible? It can be so draining and hard, and that becomes then the energy around it. So, in these experiences, my goal is that you never have to come back to dating camp again. You know what I'm saying? That you can take these 5 days, and also you may even want to dive into doing deeper work, because I'm not going to lie, this is kind of a beginning of it. Let me show you. I mean, in Super Loved, we have 3 phases. So in the Super Love system, the first phase is where we're kind of getting to the place where it's not just healing, it's more about awareness. It's awareness that, wow, I really would like to have a love relationship, and I'm kind of sick of the same old story that things don't work out, and I'm kind of exhausted by dating, and I'd like to know something different, because there absolutely is something different. So where you are right now is right here. You're in this first phase. Some of you who are already have been working with me for a while may actually be in these other phases. I can see a couple of you that are in phase 2, but that's because we've been working together. But be kind to yourself. This is a powerful space of the beginning. The next phase is dating. You're not going to meet someone unless you meet people. So I do see a lot of people getting here and having like the rah kind of cheerleader feel, and then not actually taking action. And so what I don't want to mislead you, because I can be a big cheerleader around all this, but I also want you to know that sometimes there's deeper things that can happen here. So the last thing I want you to feel like is a failure if you're not feeling 100% after this. This may actually be like sifting the snow globe of consciousness and starting to reveal, oh, wow, there are things under there. There are things that are starting to move around. Now I know more about myself, and, some of the fears some get louder. Some things that we didn't even consider may show up. So this becomes kind of a shake-up place too. And then we'll get into the dating strategy, which we talked a ton about yesterday. There's a lot of different tips and tools, but if this phase 1 part isn't really complete, if you're noticing things, and this is not a reason to beat yourself up, but this is all about awareness. Guess what? Consciousness is including it all, and it's learning how to be in awareness and stopping the self-judgment and the judgment of the world, and being in a place where you can start receiving the support and the insights and the magic and the miracles and the possibilities in the world. And then the third phase is when you meet someone and you're like, wow, I'd like to develop this further. How many of you have had this experience where you meet someone and then you're like, oh, your fears show up, and next thing you know, like it's sabotaged, or, you feel like, oh my God, I picked the wrong person, or something funky happens there. So share with me in the comments what you're noticing, because we're getting to, tomorrow's day 5. Day 5 is going to be big on getting to the place where it's like, okay, where do you find the good ones? And, I'm going to give you amazing diagnostic to know how to do that, where you're not wasting time with the wrong ones anymore. So you definitely don't want to miss that. So does this make sense that there are phases, and that, this is kind of this really is learning a new way of being with relationship. Somebody says, I'm a lot brighter and way, way more positive. Awesome. My attitude and energy have completely changed. I love that. Yeah. And that that's why we save WTF with the flirt for later in the week, because you want to go through, we've connected to our beloved through the placebo when we got clear. So we're connecting in. Hopefully you're doing your daily practice of connecting to your beloved. That's real stuff there. And then the next one was getting powerful. So how many of you are noticing the stinks and being able to say, wow, okay, I'm going to invite in my inner love guru to lead my love life. So getting powerful. And actually, in further trainings, I go into a bunch of different tools and practices that can help you actually address the stinks even more effectively. And then the getting smart. This is being a, actual kind of almost like a businesswoman with your dating experience, like actually being proactive, actually being able to, come from a place of confidence and strength, and navigating it not from a passive place, but from a place where you're like, okay, what would be fun for me? Yeah. So somebody says, Paulette here, noticing a deeper calm and appreciation for the process and enjoying dating more than in the past, going with the flow and bringing it more positive energy into the process. Yeah, so I love that. And, and the other thing is, like, it's really a presence and awareness. Like, what if, it doesn't actually require that you're rah positive all the time, but it's actually noticing that, noticing the things that aren't true and not buying into it. Because usually when we're getting into the negativity and the funk, it's because we are aligning with a sad story, or getting into that like inner frustration of, oh my God, there are, so many jerks out there, and there's like this attitude around it, but that's only because we bought into a lie. And the truth is, that it comes from the play and the joy. So today we get to look at, a totally different way of flirting. So, okay, how many of you kind of already feel you're like a wedgie when I say the word flirting? Like, anyone have that, like, oh God, flirting? I'm 55, flirting? Or whatever the thing is. And, I know there's a lot of you out there who probably really enjoy flirting, and I'm going to give you such a different perspective on this that will make it your brand of flirting. How many of you would like to access your brand of flirting? Post in the comments. The other thing I would love to hear from you, and let's do a little clearing. Well, I'd love to hear from you. What is flirting? For me, I had this definition of flirting being more like, winking and like sexy body language, and just knowing the right thing to say, and like this sort of sultry thing, which it can be. Yeah, I'm not excluding that, but that there was a lot of that just didn't come natural to me. I mean, I'm kind of goofy and dorky and, nasal voice. Like, I don't really have that like sexy thing going. Yeah. So somebody says, I love to flirt. It's just finding someone to flirt with. Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. That's another thing we're going to talk to. Where's that board? Boards. Where are my tools? Okay, here. We're going to talk to that. Somebody says flirting is indicating to someone that you want to play, inviting them to play. Yes, exactly. That is our number one thing we're going to share. Who wrote that? Because that is so on point. Were you at camp last time? Anyway, yes. Haha, flirting differs now, though, at 50s. And what if it didn't? Somebody says, I need to break through the shyness. Yes, please. Okay, so let's just do a little clearing. So whatever you decided flirting is, that it isn't, will you please put that into the clearing vessel and let that go. And then whatever you decided flirting isn't, that it actually is. Remember, this isn't a mind thing. Just let the energy come up. And will you please destroy and uncreate that? Let that go. Yeah. So somebody says I flirt, then freak out. Ha ha ha. Yes, that's hilarious. Yeah. So what if that gets to be part of the flirting too? Yeah. So the key here is flirting requires your body. Flirting is not just like a thinking head thing. Actually, none of this is. None of it is. None of the art and the consciousness of finding the one even requires your mind at all. Believe it or not, I know. So what is the relationship with your body? That's the first thing, because yesterday I talked about the 3 pillars. I'm going to put 3 pillars on here. Super loved pillars. Okay. So the super love pillars. We have love vibe, which obviously show me what my love vibe can do. You can notice that we're getting into the energy of our love vibe, our essence. And one of the things that contributes to our frequency are the things that, we're telling ourselves in our head, but even the foods we eat, how we take care of our body, how we exercise, like all of that can influence our love vibe. So we've really looked at a lot of that. We'll look at more today. Today's WTF, what the flirt, requires all 3 of these. So the second pillar is the love genius. So if you at your core have a wound of abandonment or a wound of, not feeling worthy of love or not feeling lovable or not feeling good enough, whatever those kinds of wounds that can lead to the scarcity or the, protections or anything that becomes a subconscious repellent, because 95% of what we're creating, it comes from the subconscious. The subconscious is running this show. So what you aren't aware of is actually what is creating your world. So if you look out in your world and you're saying, wow, I want something else, then you know that there's something that wants attention in this space that I call the love genius. This is where we do regenerating images and memory work. This is where you get to the core of the changes, how you change at the core. So if you're having something that's kind of working against you, so if you have your subconscious body going, no, it's not safe to have a relationship, and your head is going, yeah, I'd like a boyfriend, then that's not in agreement. So you want to get to the space where your body's like, yes, I feel safe receiving love. And your mind is like, yeah, I'm going to go to the speed dating event. And that's in agreement. So therefore, you are in a space where you can create. So it's a really important one because, those underlying currents are felt. So we've got the love vibe, we've got the love genius, the core beliefs around worthiness and lovability, and then the love ally is being in community, getting out there. I love what somebody said. He said, yeah, I love to flirt, but now I need someone to flirt with. So this is where you get into community, you can flirt with anyone. This isn't just, men you're interested in. You can flirt with life. So you want to get into community. So you're starting to like engage and be that person that, when all three of these are working in together in service of you, then you are the kind of person that, turns heads. People are like, oh, I'll have what she's having. That kind of feeling. Okay. So does that make sense? That there's like more to this, because your body is the one that is at the core of all of this. And so let me ask you, we're going to talk about 5 things today. Let me ask you, how do you feel in your body? Post in the comments. How do you feel in your body? So the flirting, and someone named it right away. Like, this is about being able to send out this message to someone online or offline, by the way, that if they were to approach you, that they would have a good chance of success. So if any of you have worked with me to do your online profile, like one of the things that I like to weave in there are these kind of flirty like energies, so that your words and how you're engaging with your future partner through your online profile includes those invitations. So I actually have craft your love story, craft your online profile workbook that you can get. So if you want that, I think it's $50, and you can get that. And it's a really powerful way to walk through that. Or you can talk to me about Super Loved, and most of the programs, I actually do it for you. So that's obviously a bigger investment, but that's what you want. Online or off, you want to have that energy that is the invitation. So here's something that can be a myth. One of the myths is that somebody says, I wonder if there's an online speed dating for people in their 60s. I'm sure there is. Yeah. So the myth is, what do you think the myth is? The myth is that, oh, women can't initiate. Women shouldn't initiate. If you want a powerful man in your life, or if you want to be, treated in a certain way, you've got to like hold back and let them come to you. And that's total bullshit, because it's not happening that way. I do get that, there's going to be a lot of different, everyone sort of likes a different thing, but I will say that women are always initiating in some way, whether it's a look or an energy or a, radiance. The radiance. Oh my gosh, I didn't even share with you my definition of radiance. The definition of radiance is when you get so happy, it oozes out your face. I made up that part, but you get so happy that it like the energy oozes out, and you can't help but notice that person. So that becomes an invitation. So when you're so happy, so that is getting past the insecurities, the fears, and stepping into the powerful you, the successful goddess of you. And this is, I'm sure, this is where you go from just a date to actually creating a high caliber relationship. And if you're here, you're sick of like the people pleasing, the settling for crumbs, the, doing the old things. And now you're in a place where you want a true partner. This is about a soulful relationship. This is about a conscious, smart, connected relationship. This is not coming from nothing works for me. Oh my gosh, like you can't have any of that energy going. We're going to talk a lot about all of that tomorrow. And I'm going to share with you my signature kind of diagnostic that is, gives you a very clear, okay, this is where you're going to be functioning from. And when you do that, then you get that high caliber relationship. So yes, Louisa says, that sounds amazing. Somebody says, great, finally love my body, but now I'm on oxygen sometimes and I get so conscious. Okay. Yeah. And so, this is going to be a part of how you bring some kindness and caring to yourself around that. So, this radiance is, meaning that you have this great relationship with yourself. You're doing those things that light you up. You're choosing thoughts that affirm what it is you want to create. You are taking action and having the courage to step into your brilliance and your power. You're not, playing the victim role. You're not stuck in the anger and the funk. You're not, pointing fingers and blaming everyone else for your problem, even the universe. Like, why isn't it happening for me? You're actually being a conscious creator. So the first piece to this is that, yes, you are part of the flirting is the creation of an invitation that makes it safe for someone to approach you. And the way you do that is, it's kind of part of the love genius piece. It's like, not messing around anymore and getting to the source. Oops, I can't do this. It's backwards. Getting to the source of any unknown trauma, drama that's holding you back. And that's where I will just say that's a one-on-one experience that people who, have these experiences notice a huge difference afterwards, which means then they are energetically different. So, I would love to actually work with many of you who, as you notice this is the time to take that next step. So the second thing that I want to share around this is it requires your body. I said that earlier. How do you relate to your body? How do you dress your body? How do you feel in your body? How do you nurture your body? Are you including your body in this? For me, I felt like I was living as a head for most of my life. I just didn't like my body. I felt awful in my body. I had an eating disorder for 15 years. And, I remember poking at my body as early as 5 years old, just feeling ugly and unattractive and just, really self-loathing. So I was very disconnected from my body until I did loads of therapy and work in my early 20s to transform that. And now it's a different relationship. So it's critical to be, if you're asking for a love relationship, there's intimacy, there's getting naked, literally. There's actually getting to the place where have the communication skills to be in that place. If that's terrifying, then your body's probably not going to attract a person that's available. It's going to be a lot easier to attract someone who's married, far away, not available, who's not going to go there. So that's, yeah, that's sort of a rip the Band-Aid off moment maybe for some of you, but it's like, if you don't have a relationship with your body, then yeah, it's going to be impossible for it to radiate out an invitation. So some of the things that are included in this category of body is how you dress yourself. Hey, if you're single and you want to meet someone, this would not be the time to just kind of think, oh, I'm just going to go out and, whatever. I'll just be in my comfies. I don't need to wear makeup or do anything. And it's also what you do, what you are. But if you're aware that you would like to attract someone, do whatever it takes to feel confident when you go out. And the external part is part of it. The external influences the internal influences the external. So it is a powerful tool. I talk about this a lot. I talked about it in my 30 Days of Trust this morning because, I actually ask my body about most things. Every morning, I'm in my closet and I ask my body what it wants to wear. It's really a body's decision. It's for the body. Clothes are for the body. They're not for your spirit. They're not for your infinite being. Your infinite being doesn't need clothes. So your body's the one who wants the clothes. So it's like, what is fun for you? And that can influence how you feel. That's why I play with color in my hair. And, I love dressing in a way that makes me feel happy. I say, dress like love feels. Dress like love feels. So, and I said, no comfies to the store, do your hair, put on some gloss. That's so funny. Yeah. And, but it's personal to you. Like, I'm not saying that that's what you have to do because I am a no rules kind of love coach. This is about you recognizing what it creates for you. If you feel like the most sexy, like badass in like a casual t-shirt and sweats, and just like, if you have the radiance when you're in that, then that works for you. For me, I don't. Like, if I'm not feeling good in my clothes, if I feel, pale and like not confident in the way I look, then my energy will reflect that. So, this isn't one of those times. Sometimes I'll hear people say, well, they better just like me as I am, with kind of an attitude. I mean, yeah, I want you to know that your person is going to adore you for you. But when you have the attitude in there, that's like, you better just like me like this. It's like, there's a little bit of an FU in there. So notice the energy of it. It's like, yay, want to come play with me, versus you better want to come play with me like this. If you don't like me, then you're an idiot and blah, blah, blah. So there's an attitude that you want to be aware of. All of this is awareness. This is important. So the next thing is this helpful? Please post in the comments. Remember, I like feeling like I'm in engagement with you too. So yes, confidence, yay for transformation. Okay. So keep posting your comments. Like, even if it's just, yes, like this makes sense. Okay, I'm in. Like, let's get the energy going. Okay, good. So helpful. All right. So let me go to my next one. Okay. This is a good one. Okay. This is number 3, which is engaging with curiosity and wonder. So 1, that you get to be the invitation. So wherever you had decided, so the tip number 1 is, you are the invitation. So wherever you decided that women cannot be the invitation, or that should not, or it's not going to work if you do, or you're going to scare them away, will you destroy and uncreate that? Okay, good. And then number 2 is include your body. Your body is your tool for flirting. So anywhere where you have left out your body, or are, Yeah, you've broken up with your body. Are you in a bad relationship with your body? Are you in a toxic relationship with your body? Are you in a dysfunctional relationship with your body? Anywhere where you're actually not taking care of the relationship with your body, whatever keeps you from that, whatever keeps you from taking care of your body, will you put that in the vessel and let that go? And then number 3 is now you have that. You're going to make the invitation. You're using your body. Now you got to engage. You're going to engage with curiosity and wonder. And guess what? That is not a head thing either. It is a sensing. It's a sensing. And here's what it's not. Engaging with someone and with curiosity and wonder is also not judgments, and it's not assumptions. So what's the difference? So a judgment is when you're making something right or wrong or good or bad, like that's a judgment. An assumption is you're saying, oh, this is what I believe is so about this person. I believe this is so. When you're in curiosity and wonder, there's no attachment to it. There's just like a kind of like, oh, wow, I wonder. I'm kind of sensing this. And here are some of the fun ways you can do this is, so this is, I'm just going to give you an example because you don't have to say this out loud, but say you're out at a concert in the park, and you're going up to get maybe a beer or, popcorn or something. And you're there with someone and here, caveat note, you can flirt with anyone and anything. Okay. Flirting doesn't have to be limited. I'm going to encourage you as part of your homework and your practice to flirt with everyone and everything. Flirt with the world, flirt with the world, flirt with the world. Okay. So, but in this case, maybe it is like a sexy person next to you or an interesting or someone you're like, oh, interesting person by you in line. Then you want to turn on that engagement. If you've turned on that, just start noticing, what are you wondering about this person? So one of the fun games you can play is, oh, you seem like a person who, it's not a judgment, it's not an assumption, it's just a question. You seem like a person who would be really fun to like hang out at a concert with or something like that. You seem like a person who would be really fun at a party. You seem like a person who would, rescue every stray dog in the neighborhood. I don't know if you would say any of those or all of those, or you can, but just notice what is popping for you. And that just can be fun because it starts getting like you're starting to connect, even if you just say it in your head and you make eye contact and you smile, then you're engaging. And smiling and eye contact, yes, they're timeless in their power of the flirt. Just that alone is really powerful. Yes, okay, I gotta catch up on the comments. Oh my gosh. Joy says, love dressing up, makes me feel so feminine. Kim says, I feel confident when I'm happy with my hair and mascara on. I love that. Oh my gosh. I got to put Joy's up there. Yes. And Kim says, whoever meets me in my dreams meets me in all my naked glory. I love that. Oh my goodness. Definitely been flirting a lot more last few weeks as much as I can. And it's been really fun. Somebody says, I think flirting with everyone is kind of naive. Okay, well, that's an interesting point of view. And, so maybe wherever you've decided what that means, like, have you decided it's a sexual thing? Have you decided that it is, what have you decided about that? So, and it doesn't mean that you literally flirt with every single person you see. The point of this is getting past, starting to get into a practice of engaging with people. How many times do you go out? I know I go out and I'm on autopilot so much of the time, but when I was single, I was not doing that. I was choosing to be eyes open, head up, looking around, smiling and engaging. Even now, I still will flirt sometimes in the grocery store where I'll just be like, hey, can you help me get something? And I love the feeling of asking for help with people, because that's the kind of thing that, especially men, it doesn't matter if they're married or not, they feel so helpful. So that's another thing in this space of engagement. You can ask someone to help you. Even if you don't need help, you can say, hey, do you know of a great coffee shop in this area? You might know all the coffee shops, but it's some way to engage. Find creative ways to just engage. Know that the bottom line is people love being helpful. When people feel seen and valuable, then they are going to notice. So really know what the engagement creates for you. Flirting can be perceived as being sexually motivated even when it's not. And once again, that is your definition of flirting. So you can have that be your exclusive definition. In my world, I believe flirting is an engaging activity. Yeah, there's that aspect to it if you want that. And that's, probably a textbook definition. And I just don't subscribe to that. I subscribe to the space where this is an opportunity to kind of open up the channels to actually see people, to be awake, to, notice what you notice. And you are the chooser. You are the one that gets to choose. For some people, I know that going straight from, isolation or having been in a long-term relationship and not having dated much, it can be really scary to think, oh my God, I have to then put myself out there in a cute outfit, smile at a man and ask him directions. Like, no, it's not like that. This is about you following your own pace, which is what relationship is. This whole thing is about relationship to relationship and you being actually the kindest person to you. So if you've decided that it's sexual, then you get to have the result of having that point of view. What other ways can you play with this that make it actually light and fun for you? When I think about that, it feels like a heaviness. Like if I thought every time I engaged with someone, oh my God, it's a sexual thing, then that would feel really heavy to me and I wouldn't want to do it. So you got to find the space that actually works for you. Is it, eye contact with people? Is it smiles? Is it, just really expanding your energy? So this is the part where when we're in our love vibe, show me what my love vibe can do. We didn't even do that yet, but we are going to do it. We have a different way of doing it today. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. I mean, that mantra right there is a expander. It's an amplifier. So it starts expanding your energy. Because if you're in this basically like bubble, like egg or seed or like little pocket of protection, then, you're not in radiance. Radiance comes from actually acknowledging and stepping into the power that you are the creator of your life, that you are the chooser, that you are in a universe of possibilities. And what else is possible for you that you never thought was possible before, that in allowing that through these, teachings and these practices can actualize the greatest relationship you've ever, this greatest relationship that's beyond your imagination. So that's the possibility here. And that's what I'm here to tell you, that you have to kind of notice where your thinking creates a limitation or a stop. Okay, so then what else? So that's the engaging with curiosity and wonder. It includes a lot of things. It may be smiling for you. It may be, asking a question, but it's coming from that, I wonder, like, what's calling my attention? That's another thing you can do. It's like, who's calling my attention here? And even if you're in a coffee shop and you're like, oh, that person seems interesting, just turn on your energy, turn on your love vibe, and see if you can kind of like send the telepathic message and pull in that energy and see what happens. You're way more powerful than you think. And if you aren't stepping into that, then you miss the power of getting radiant. So then here's number 4. Number 4 is, I love this one. This one is probably my favorite one. And this one comes from actually being in conversation with someone. Maybe you're engaging with someone online. Maybe you're going on a date, but this is part of the experience of being with someone, flirting that can happen. And it is generosity of spirit. Generosity of spirit, which is appreciation. Appreciation. How many of you hold back your appreciation for someone because you've decided or learned or bought into the fact that, oh, I don't want to look needy. I don't want to look desperate. I can't say something nice or they'll think I like them. How many of you are totally, whatever that brings up, let's just say that. Whatever that brings up, put it in the vessel. Oh, I don't want someone to know I like them, think they're cute. I wouldn't want someone to know that I actually want a relationship. Put that in there. Yeah, because how many of you are living this idea that, okay, I have to hold back. I have to play hard to get. I have to, let the man approach me, or the woman, if you want a woman, like whatever the thing is, these are stopping the creation. So being in the space where you are so happy in your life that you are in the confidence of you're no longer letting the stinks take over. You're no longer like functioning from an unworthiness or an unlovable or an abandonment issue or anything else, but you're coming from a place of, wow, there are other humans out here. Wow, I'm meeting this person for the first time. I really think this guy looks handsome. Are you willing to say, wow, you look great? Like, have that appreciation. Actually have the generosity of spirit that makes someone else feel great. Are you willing to be the catalyst for that kind of creation? Rather than waiting and expecting everyone else to do it, expecting someone else to lead, waiting around, hoping and wishing someone figures out that they need to tell you that you're attractive. Well, what if you can be the one that can say, you know what? I really like you. And here's the other thing. You will know if it's an appropriate time if you have practiced the muscle of awareness and you are willing to be in the awareness and actually listen to the field. This is why I create programs that last 3, 6, 12 months, because this is an actual skill to be learned. When you can read the field, when you're able to show up on a date and know, this is what I know about this, and actually trust yourself in that space. Have you been able to relax into you enough to listen to what the experience is showing you? And you may get a sense that telling someone that you like them on the first date wouldn't create more. But you may get the sense that, wow, if you said, oh my God, you are so great that you picked this restaurant. It's such a cool place. Thank you. Like, what is available? And that can shift the energy, that can create an amazing energy, that generosity of kindness and the generosity of your spirit to share appreciation and actually let someone else receive that love. Will they receive it? They may not. They may not. That's kind of out of your control. It is out of your control. It's like, but are you willing to be you and your amazing you from the space of your greatest potential of you? Not the stinks, not the insecurities, not the hopelessness, not the anger, not any of the things that bring it down. This is about a next level, a beyond this reality relationship, which takes making choices that are so different than you've ever made probably before. So, yes, someone says, I will tell them he's handsome. I'm one with the force and the force is with me. Oh my gosh. Use the force a la Star Wars. Is that Gretchen? I can't tell, but it's making me laugh. Anyway. So here's number 5. Here's number 5. Ready? I hope you're writing these down because obviously I didn't put them on a chart or anything. Number 5, and maybe I will before we get off the thing. Number 5 is, guess what? No matter what happens, you are going to be okay. So you could wink at someone and they go, you could say, oh my God, I love your outfit. And they could run away screaming. That's okay. You're going to be okay. Like all of it is okay. No matter what happens, you are going to be okay. So 1, invitation. Number 2 is, who can name these before I can? Body. Number 3 is, now I need to look at my cheat sheet. Engage with wonder. Number 4 is appreciation. And number 5 is, you are okay, no matter what. Okay. Guess what? Even if, okay, first, you're an invitation. Second, that you include the body. Third, engage with wonder. 4, appreciation, generosity of spirit. 5, you're going to be okay no matter what. Even if it is a serial killer and they cut you into 50 million pieces and put them in a freezer for 12 years, guess what? Your infinite you is okay. Isn't that a relief? Was that too dark? Was that too soon? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, somebody tell me you're laughing. So that is today. Now, tell me, how is that for you? What's different? What are you excited about? What was one thing that you can take as, what Reverend Lunch Lady says, a takeout? Good. Okay, good. People are laughing. Okay, good. Woo! Thank God. Isn't that comforting? Yes. Yeah, I'm sorry for the visual, though. I kind of was like, oh, God, seeing all these parts in the refrigerator. Ooh. But I'm still going to drink my coffee. Okay, so here's the thing. Did I mention I really don't want to see people coming back to dating camp over and over and over again? If you are serious about this, the next step is to set up a call with me. Let's talk about what plan you can have. I have a lot of different communities. The community is a big part of it. Super Love community. I have Super Love Con Queso. Super Love Con Queso includes some powerful RIM sessions, includes doing your profile. Super Love Deluxe includes all of that, plus a lot more one-on-one time, plus matchmaking, because that is something that is coming into the Super Love world starting next week. So this is an amazing opportunity for you to enjoy the summer, dating, healing, transforming, so that you can have your beloved. What is more like amazing in life than having someone who has your back by your side that makes your life easier? Nothing is more amazing. It really, I mean, nothing. And so that is the possibility that is here for all of you. And there's no one of you, whatever it is that seems like, well, you know, Macy, you can say that, but I blah, blah, blah. And, you know, but yeah, for everyone else, because they're prettier or they're younger or they're, you know, richer or they live in a populated area. I've heard it all. And I am not interested in having you guys go through these 5 days and not actually come back to me in 3 months, in a month, in 6 months, whatever it is, telling me your love story. So let's make that happen, okay? So message me to get on my calendar. You can sign up for a swing set session. Those are just kind of little ones, but I am going to offer some more deep dive sessions as raffle prizes. So you can also make sure you watch all 5 days. You watch all 5 days and let me know on our system. Then you can be entered into the raffle. And I usually have a ton of prizes so that if you enter into the raffle, you're likely to win something. So I try to make it like really like good. So yes, first and last camp. And, you know, for those of you who are already in Super Loved and doing the inner work and working with me, I can tell you there's a couple people in here who have been doing stuff with me, and the change is rapid. It's amazing. For those of you who are really open to getting honest, direct feedback, you can have an amazing transformation fast. Oh, yes, the clue. Okay, thank you, Louisa. Okay, for reminding me. Okay, no, I put it, so hold on. So now we need the bonus vault clue. You're right. I'm going to show it. And I do have a caveat. Oh my gosh. I have a caveat. So someone needs to help me with this because in my sort of ADHD brain, I think I gave two Y's. There's only one Y. There's only one Y. So, and if you share with me in the group, if you share in the group, so share a post, a separate post about something that you've taken from these 4 days already. If you share in the group and message, I will message you a vowel. I will message you a value. All you have to do is share a win in the group. And it could be that, oh my God, I'm not scared of serial killers anymore. Share that and I'll send you a vowel. So at this point, we should almost have all the letters for the decoder. But remember, if you post it somewhere in the group, then everyone's going to see the answer. So, and it's not going to be accessible until the weekend. So if you get the answer to the message, the actual page is not live quite yet. So just know that. All right. Yes. Oh, was that helpful? Oh my gosh, you guys, that was so fun. This is my favorite day. We need vowels. We need values. We do need that too. Okay. Oh my gosh, the love vitality. So today I want to do it standing. So everybody get up, because we want to include our body in this, okay? And I'm sure a lot of you were doing this anyway, but get up in your body. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Really connect. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Move your body. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Ask the universe. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. And then let's talk to each other. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. Now, yeah, Soul Train line. Yeah, feel everybody. Even like high five each other. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. High five. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. High five. Show us what our love vibe can do. Show us what it can do. High five. Do one that's silent too. Do it where you're saying it in your head. Yay, let's do it out loud again. Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Show me what my love vibe can do. Show me what it can do. Woo! Oh my gosh, you guys. So good. That alone, I can't believe I almost forgot. Thank you guys for, you know what? Thanks for being in relationship with me on this. I am so grateful to know you, to be able to do this with you, and that you stay for the whole class, and that you engage, and that you share. You know what? That makes me feel loved. I want you to feel loved. I want you to feel adored. And I want you to feel super loved as soon as possible. And it starts now. So hopefully you already have been feeling super loved, because when you feel it, you are starting to attract it. Oh my gosh, Emily's here too. Awesome. So great job, you guys. And don't miss tomorrow. Tomorrow is when I really this is I would say, master's level part of this 5-day experience. It's going to give you so much awareness. It's like a mind blow, mind blow, mind blow, mind blow. Ease, clarity, so much comes from the class that we're doing tomorrow. Something that, this whole thing I should be charging hundreds of dollars for, because it's so much of the content. And so you just don't want to miss it. Okay. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Bring your notebooks, bring your vibe, and I cannot wait to see what we can create. Bye, everyone.